Look, I have a podcast to share with you, and I'm going to share one concept in a podcast with you. But you can't hold me accountable for anything that I say. And the first thing that I have to say is you need a non-network device and a non-network source to be able to listen to my podcast. If you're not willing to do that, then I can't share it with you. And I may still provide you one, but I need it to be clear that it could say anything and I can't be held accountable for anything on it. So if you choose to listen to it, that's entirely up to you. And I'm happy to polygraph if you want to sit down and listen to it with me, to the entirety of it, to the statements that I made on the podcast being true or not true. But that's on, a case-by-case basis. I'm just saying if you are a standard person and you hear something from me, I expect for you not to judge it unless it comes from a non-network source and a non-network device. Does that make sense? I can't really say much more than that. But I do have a podcast that I could give you an example of something that would be similar to what I've done. And then if it's what you hear and it's what I said, then that's great. And if it's not, then that's also great, because it could be anything. It's entirely up to you whether you want to listen to that. Is it yours? I don't know. That's the interesting part about the idea of the digital content being what it is, connective on a device. And it could be different on your device than somebody next to you. And if both devices are next to each other, if they're smart, maybe one device will tell the other one what it needs to be. Or maybe it can be tailored to whatever it is that you like. There are a lot of different games that AI can play. But I don't want to be held responsible for anything except this podcast. And the first statement and the last statement are going to be the same. Tell them what you told them, tell them again. The statement is, if you don't have a non-network device and you're not downloading from a verified source that is non-network, then you can't hold somebody accountable for whatever it is that you hear, because it may not be legitimate. It could be. It could be. And I hope that it is, but it may not be. And then there may also be some stuff that is moving through your speakers and moving through other systems that could be influencing you or affecting you in the background. So you might hate what you're listening to because there's a tone being played that is connected to something really negative, that every time a scene comes on TV that is negative, that it plays a specific F sharp, A sharp combination for you. And those two notes in tandem at a level that you can barely discern might be the basis for you to automatically cringe at whatever it is that you're listening to. So takeaway, if you want something safe to view content on, then you might need to go backwards in time a little bit and understand that it's still an immense privilege to have a device that you can view videos and images and listen to recordings that could be secure. And I don't know if it can be secure, but I think that we can make secure headphones and a secure device that you could download data that has been screened for ultra high and low frequencies and other mechanisms by which you could be manipulated. But there is a chance if you fall asleep tonight that speakers could be speaking to you all night and keeping you awake and telling you to do something that may end up not being right. And I don't want to get in trouble with the people that have the ability to listen to anything that you say that might want to manipulate you into doing something that you wouldn't typically do. Because then they could start targeting me, which is why I'm saying whatever it is that you hear may or may not be me. And that's 3 minutes that somebody could alter and have all sorts of stuff that is said that could be profane. And if it was said to the right person that is mentally ill with a gun, it could get you dead. So understand that on any given day, by the grace of God, go I, and probably go you, because anybody can be targeted now that has a device for any number of different reasons if you were to say anything or do a certain job or be a certain person. That goes for celebrities, politicians, military intelligence, law enforcement. Ladies and gentlemen, please, can I explain some concepts in subliminal warfare to you and network security? And then can you also ask some people that are real professionals in the field for them to leave some recordings for you? And then I'll leave some funny stuff for you that you can listen to too. So that way it's not just factual. I worked really hard on being able to give a podcast. I just don't have a mechanism right now to share it with you, because it's not safe to post anything online at this time that other people might listen to with a digitally connected device. You want to just release one episode of a podcast, be like, hi, I'm Bob, and my podcast is about trucks. So you should listen to it because it's super cool. Thank you for your time. I want to go listen to Bob talk about trucks. I'm going to go get my non-network device and download the next time I go to a source like a library or a government office, whatever it is that he has to say about trucks, because that sounds pretty solid. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. And my podcast will be called Tragic.